Football podcast. The wait is finally over. We've been telling you about this ever since it's been a week now since we've introduced this to you, and now we're finally here. Now, in this segment, I anchor the show, and a couple of my colleagues speak about topics that have made the difference in Indian football in the past week. We begin with speaking about the two Kolkata clubs that sit pretty at first and third respectively on the top of the table. We begin with Mohun Bagan, who are first and who have the option of going 6 points clear at the top of the table. I have with me Kaustav Bera, who is my colleague at goal. Kaustav, what do you think about Mohun Bagan and what have they done well which has helped them reach this position that they are at today?
Hi everyone. So I think besides being the reigning I-League champions, obviously, which has an extra connotation since besides Dempo, no one has actually repeated the I-League title twice in a row.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they have a better balanced team than last year when, if you've seen that one of their foreigners, Pierre Boya, for whatever is worth, did not get a lot of goals.
Right.
So they replaced him with Cornell Glenn this time, and even though Glenn was not scoring for 5 matches straight, he just pumped in 2 goals against Salgaocar and giving Bagana 3-1 win over Salgaocar.
Yeah, yeah.
So the cohesiveness of the team, I think, is better, and Luciano Sabrosa in defense is a man to watch out for, which Bagan kind of missed in the last match, and he'll be back when Bagan takes on Sporting in the match next.
Mm-hmm.
So the cohesiveness is better. The midfield as you saw with Lenny Rodriguez when he came and played the first match yesterday, besides his AFC Cup match,
Mm-hmm.
he pretty much anchored the midfield and was a typical box-to-box midfielder, which Pagan kind of lacked since most of the times they would either play with two defensive midfielders or one holding midfielder and Katsumi. So
Right.
Lenny coming in just adds to Pagan's strength and shows how good a bench they have actually. Because
So
as you
just to put you in the spot, Kaustav, just to put you in the spot, do you think Bagan have the best bit of individual brilliance in them? Are they best fortified in crucial areas in crucial areas of the game throughout the I League? Is that the case?
I think so, because last year, if you would see between Sony Nore and Katsumi, all the goals were shared because
Right.
none of their strikers went into double figures.
Mm-hmm.
So, in addition to that, besides Sony and Katsumi, you've seen JJ is in probably the best form of his life now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cornell Glenn is pumping in the goals whenever he likes. And besides that, they have Balwant Singh on the bench who can come in and add another dimension to the attack. So,
Mm-hmm.
bench strength, individual brilliance, cohesive team, I think Pagan are the favorites to retain the title this season again.
Ooh, strong words by Kaustav there. Don't worry, East Bengal fans, we have someone who's going to speak for you guys as well. Swapnil Parasar, my colleague at Goal yet again, who's going to tell us his version, what he thinks of East Bengal. Kaustav, Swapnil, go ahead, man. Tell us why East Bengal have not been able to catch up to Mohun Bagan. What have they done well? What have they not done well? You're in the spot.
Hello everyone. The problem with East Bengal is that they don't have a squad which can cope up with the challenge their crosstown rivals pose right now because Mohun Bagan are
Mm-hmm.
running away with the title, it seems. East
Mm-hmm.
Bengal, they have good players at certain places like Bikash Jaidu. They have Randy Martins who can well notch up goals at any given point of time.
Mm-hmm.
But the main problem is their midfield. It's always shaky. It's sometimes very good on the field. Like in the last match, Bernard Mendy was not up to the mark. But then before that, he and Mohammad Rafiq were brilliant to watch.
Right.
So even the under 22 player Avinash Ruidas, he has been performing brilliantly. But again, it's basically the quality of the side which does not match up to Bagan at this very point of time.
Right. So sorry, Swapnil, to pull the plug right now, but what do they do now? How do they go about this? Now they've played all teams. We've entered into the second stage of the tournament. If they are to rather reach Mohun Bagan's levels, what do they need to do with the resources they have right now?
With the 5 point gap behind the leaders, Bagan, it's actually up to luck because even if they win probably 6 or 7 ties in the remaining 8 games, and they have to face Mohan Bagan once, and it's actually depends upon Bagan because
Mm-hmm.
Biswajit Bhattacharya said that last week in his press conference that even if we perform well, it's up to the others how do they pull up the plugs in the league because it's a very short league given
Right,
the fact that there are
right.
only 9 teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, there's one vital cog in that team, which right now is Bernard Mendy. He's not fully fit to play 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The games we have seen him play, he has been feeding the ball well to the number
Mm-hmm.
10, the makeshift number 10 right now, Mohammad Rafiq, and the striker Andy Martins. Another problem again is the bench because as Dong has been relegated to the bench, and they also have Sanju Pradhan and Calvin Lobo in the bench, and whenever they come on, it seems like they are trying to gel well with the team, but then there is a certain problem where they
Mm-hmm.
persist. And there's one player who's always missing out. There's Harmanjot Singh Khabra. I really don't know what is up with Biswajit Bhattacharya. Why isn't he playing Harmanjot Singh Khabra? He's one of the greatest players in India. According to me, he can be played in any role whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing
Right.
is,
Mm-hmm.
there's a certain balance which is lacking in East Bengal, and I find it very tough
Right,
to see
right.
them.
Kaustav, anything you'd like to add to that? Anything that you've seen over time that East Bengal has lacked over the years and something that they could inculcate in the coming season?
Well, to be honest, I think it's not a 5 point gap because East Bengal do have a game in hand, and East Bengal supporters will be pretty livid because the difference between Mohun Bagan and East Bengal, if uh, they win the game in hand, would be just a single point.
Right,
So it's
right.
not that Mohun Bagan or Bengaluru, for that matter, have run away with the league as such
Mm-hmm.
because a point can be made up anyway, and there is another Calcutta derby waiting to happen in any
Mm-hmm.
case.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think all is lost, but I think what Swapnil was trying to say that the performances of Mohun Bagan have been more dominating than East Bengal. I think that is what he was trying to say. That
Comprehensive, I think.
yes,
Comprehensive is the word you're searching for.
exactly. So, but if you look at the points, they did come away with the 1-0 victories thanks to Randy Martins. And
Right.
in football, it's the victories which matter and not how you win it.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I don't think East Bengal are out. They still have a chance, but I think Dodong Jun, who was the revelation during the Calcutta Football League, which East Bengal won for the sixth time in a row again.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't, for whatever reason, been able to translate that form into the I League.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is a big disappointment among the East Bengal fans, and I've spoken to quite a few of them. So they are divided in two camps. One who wants Bishwet Bhattacharya to give Dodong more chances, and the other who say that Bishwet has done the right thing in benching him. I think he's benched him for 2 games in a row now, and people think that he might not start again in the Goa game against Sporting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Dodong Jun's loss of form has effectively made East Bengal play with three foreigners. In fact, two, because Bernard Mendy has just joined in for the last couple of games.
Right, right, right. So,
While,
yep.
yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So interesting thoughts there from the two correspondents that I have with me today. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us and giving your opinions. Thank you so much to everyone as well for tuning into our first episode of Indian Football Podcast. Let us know what you think about us in the comment sections below. Let us know what you think about us through email and make sure you keep following goal.com India for further news. Thank you so much. Stay tuned to this space to hear more from us. Thank you, guys.